I'm going to go right from Montauk, the beginning. See bicycles here. Oh, what do we have here? And Montauk, the end on the back. Okay. I'm here with Chris Fun. Chris and I had a nice conversation many years ago in, I can't even remember, 10, 12, whatever. But you're looking younger.
It's got to be at least that, because my son, I think we interviewed, was 6 years old when he first started racing, and he's now 23. He's 23.
And you have weathered the ups and downs of world business.
Yeah. Weathered, I guess I am.
No, you
I've
don't
been
look
accused of
weathered.
worse.
But you've made a lot of people happy. You know that somebody just, I'll just give you a little, somebody in my Montauk Manor just took a couple bikes out here, and because they usually have their own bikes, but they didn't bring them this time. And when they rented their bikes, somebody was nice enough here to tell them about going up like by Deep Hollow, and then hanging a right, and going down to the end, and then going through the Hero Park. You know, information, knowledge that they never would have known unless they came to see you.
Well, that's because we have a great staff here. The guys here, they're really good. They're passionate and they enjoy what they do. And, you know, they're probably nicer than me, too.
No. You're the nicest. I have 2 bicycles from you that were still beautiful, giant bikes. So how's is it more people, you know, New York, and where we are, you know, like it's Bike City now. You know, you got those city bikes, and everybody, they got bike paths. Cars are being moved to the middle of the road, so there's more bikers. What do you think about how biking has grown over the last 10 or so, 15 years?
Oh, I think there's been quite a shift from the off-road stuff to on-road, and a lot of people really have a good time out here doing it. And the roads are wonderful, because you can do 100 miles without ever crossing a stoplight and see a few cars. So it's a great place.
Well, what do you mean? Out here you're saying that kind of thing?
Yeah.
You're saying you can go 100 miles here with what you just said?
Yep, going through Montauk and East Hampton and never cross a stoplight.
Wow.
Yep. And lightly trafficked roads.
Wow.
So if you stay off for 27, it's usually quite light. You know, get on Napeague and you go on Napeague Meadow Road and you get all back in that area in there. It's wonderful.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So, the technology, has it changed drastically in the last years?
Oh, yes. It's amazing what's going on just in the frames. I mean, you think that their bikes couldn't get any lighter, and then they do. They get lighter and stiffer and stronger, and materials have changed. You know, back when we talked last, titanium was king. Now it's carbon fiber, because it's pretty much a silly putty. Whatever you want it to be, they can make it super stiff. They can make it very compliant. They can make it. It depends on how you want to wrap it. So carbon fiber is really a tremendous material. And the other part of it is like electronic shifting now is just ridiculous. It's like once you ride electronic shifting, you won't go back to manual.
Okay, I also have I think a Raleigh bike, with a 3-speed Stormer Archer or somebody.
Stormy Archer.
That guy. And so, what are you talking about? Electronic shifting? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's shifting. I'd show you right now, but everything, I don't have anything left in the electronic shifting. I've got more coming in.
The electronics are pulling are big time. So what does that mean? What is it?
It's you work with the levers actually work off of small buttons, and you just touch the buttons on the side, and it instantly shifts. Many times when you're particularly the road bike, if you're going to shift in your big chain ring on your left side, if you're going to do that, you need to decide whether you're going to do that before you hit the hill.
Yeah.
But with electronic shifting, I won't say that it's smooth, because it's not. You hit that button and it just grinds. It's boom. It's in gear. It's right engaged. You don't have to pedal around. It just goes boom right in. It's tremendous.
Because I know when I went from the 3-speed to the 10-speed, you know, and I can't even say I'm still that good with that. Forget the 1 and 2, and then you got to go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and then the fun of a bike for me was always, you know, mindless riding.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about gears now, because now we're talking about 11, 12 speed just in the back, and then you have the front. So you're looking at 22, 23, or 24 gears, or more if you've got a triple in the front. But the difference now is that the gear ranges are so close and there's so many gears that it's one tooth away. So it's a real subtle change. In the past, because it would be a big jump one way or the other, so you kind of get in one gear and stay there. But now there's such subtleties, you actually use all the gears. And it's not like you have to look at it, it's just you keep shifting. And when you run out, you shift your big ring.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. What the name of your store here, and you have a website?
MontaukBikeShop.com. We're also TryGuy.com also.
What is that next one, that last one?
TryGuy.com is our other company that we go to a lot of events, a lot of the Event Power events. And we do do bike rentals and wetsuits for race day needs, and we have a lot of triathlon clothing.
Oh, triathlon kind of concept. There you go. All right, 2 last questions. So good to see you, Chris. And so, what's good news for you?
Good news for me. think I'm at something like day 2,190-ish an area of consecutive bike riding. So, which equates to about 6.5 years. And it just is a demonstration of what I think about biking. It's a wonderful thing. It's a great way of life, and I'd love to see people come here and figure out if they can do that and enjoy it as much as I do.
I love it, but I got to tell you, I have you beat.
How's that?
And I'll tell you why I have you beat. See, I grew up in the shoe business. My dad had a little shoe store up in Tarrytown, okay? And that's what Montauk reminds me of, my little hometown and little...
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I'm a Sleepy Hollow high school dude. In any case, but I've been wearing shoes for 67 years. That's why I got you beat.
I thought that's where you were going. I thought that's right where you were going.
It's so crazy, I'm going to say it. So, so here we go now. The last question, because we have become, and I don't know if we were then, probably, because we've been doing this 14 years, the International Day of Peace. The International Day of Peace, but I haven't been asking people what peace means to them for all those 14, but I have for like 2,000 or 3,000 times. September 21st is the International Day of Peace. The United Nations, 193 countries agreed. We've been trying to strengthen that message and having events in Central Park and Times Square and blah, blah, blah. So I've asked people, what does peace mean to them? So Chris, what does peace mean to you?
Acceptance and tolerance. That's what it means. Just everyone being able to accept the differences that everyone has and embracing those differences.
Good man, Chris. Thank you so much.
Thank you.